Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that it's here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink 'em like Titanic ship. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on Tradingview. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blue's Clue. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. All good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but it's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix. Flying high in the sky, and I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house, I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together, talk about financial freedom. BTC, ETH, XRP, that's a threesome. Three-way. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Cryptocurrency is a gift from God. All praises to the Most High. Help me beat the odds, playing smart, so I don't get wrecked like you pencil next. Wear a crew, call me Spider-Man, the way I spider line.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Yes sir, yes sir. Happy Wednesday today, 26th here. Let's see what we got going on the charts. Make sure all systems are go. Everything does look like it is working here, which is always good. And yeah, let's get into it. So, gonna have a look at the calendar here. Morning to all. Good morning. And we're gonna see what's happening here on the calendar. Wednesday, what we got? Nothing really, man. G20 meetings, really doesn't impact too much here. Day one of it. New home sales at 7 p.m. Yeah, nothing really. Pretty clean, to be honest. At 5:30, we have one of FOMC members speaking. So maybe he can yap and say something that can cause price to move heavy here, So yeah, let's go ahead and see just the juice here. I want to see what's been happening on the juice. Yesterday we saw a very heavy move towards the downside on gold. Nothing too much here. Want to know if there's like a pure catalyst for that gold move down. It's very aggressive. There we go. Trump speaking, of course. For the deadline, Fed made a lot of progress. Keir Starmer talking yesterday. China tariffs. See Dixie dump, but we saw gold dump as well. Very interesting. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and see what the charts are saying today. GJ, starting daily time frame here. What can we see on daily time frame? We can see basically yesterday did end up closing bearish here. You can see how we closed bearish but at support. What song is this? This current song. I just finished. It was called EOTV by 91 Nova. But candles here closing bearish, but when you go to the 4 hour, you're going to understand. We're just stuck in a range on GJ at the moment. Check the 4 hour. Boom. A little bit of a barcode here. Really back-to-back candles. We're quite fortunate to have a clean move yesterday. And look at this. This is just really starting to consolidate here. So whenever we're in this type, there's no real type of bias. There's not like a strong bias that we can say up or down. Because we're in the range. As soon as we go up, we reject. As soon as we go down, we reject. We are playing the range. The best place to play the range is from the top and from the bottom, as that's the most profitable inside of the range. Now, in terms of market positioning, we are towards the bottom of the range right now, trying to make our way up. Now, we technically do have a bearish bias though. Why? Because previous daily closed bearish, previous 4 hour. But since we're in a range, doesn't really matter here. So let's bring back some of the drawings here. We can see this 1 hour support is also our previous 4 hour support here as well. We have a 4 hour support here. Just a lot of mess in between this range here. 15, we have a 4 hour support up here. Just one big mess, this range here. But let's go investigate if there's anything clean, because there is one LTA which is above this 15 here that we can see. This one we can remove here. Put that something like this. Now there is this clean zone back towards the top of the range. Technically, every time we have closed above here, we've successfully been able to make it towards the top of the range. And yeah, we're gonna see if we're able to do that. But I would want to be a bit careful, to see if we can be a bit more on the safe side in this range. I would prefer, as I don't want to get chopped up here end of month in a range. 30-minute. The thing I'm scared about in the range is we can reject any one of these zones. It's just how ranges work. But the nice thing is we can use some of those as watch zones, right? And yeah, we're gonna see how it forms. So ultimately a plan. See how this looks on 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour support sitting there. Very tough to sell into that. 30 minutes okay, but the 1 hour kind of sucks. So yeah, we need to let a little bit more price action form here personally. I'd love to see a little bit more price action form for the sell side. For the buy side, yeah, ultimately looks okay above the 15. 186. If we can get above there, we could see a move for 9 pips, and then we'd have to be cautious there, but ultimately looking for the 4 hour about 16 pips away. So there is a clean range inside of this range. So it's not completely dead. It's just a matter of, do we have the volume to push through, which we will see how price action starts to form, and then be able to trade that. So we do have a chance here. There is a chance in this range here for GJ, and that's basically the only range I'm looking to capitalize. Sells a bit hard with the 1 hour support down below. You know, so we'll see how that ends up forming. Why no weekly and monthly? Because I look at the weekly once a week, because the weekly candle only changes once a week, and the monthly candle changes only once a month. So you don't have to look at that every day, right? It's like looking at the same candle every day. Once you analyze it once in the beginning or the end of the month, it's the same. It's going to be the same. So moving on to gold here, right? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. We have 4 hour support as this yellow line here. It's, yeah, this is what we were saying, Ali, if we were talking about that. So if we're looking at why not above 189 for GJ, we did plan 189 for GJ. There's no range here. It's not enough range. You're buying straight into resistance here. This is the problem with this. Straight into resistance, and then like maybe, what's this? Let's say you get a close here, about like 5 pips above, you have another resistance. It's too tight, man. It's too tight, right? It's too tight. You need to be careful, right? This is where you might get chopped up in a range, right? 189 is not clean here. 30 minute, yeah, it looks like it's okay, but look at the range here. You don't have much range, you know? And 1 hour is just sitting very close to resistance. Maybe about, from the break of current break of 1 hour high, is only about 3 pips, right? It's just tough. Gold, let's see what gold is doing. Gold, massive sell-off yesterday, like one of the biggest sell-offs I've seen in a while, where we just get 5 minute, like, what is that, guys? What is that? That's a 500 pip sell-off. Is not a joke, man. With no pullbacks, like literally the first pullback happened, except for this one inside the range, but let's say breaking the range, the first pullback happened after 230 pip move down. Pretty big move to see happen here. So if we're looking at daily, where's that daily candle? You can see it's given us a resolution, but still somewhat respecting bottom of range. Yes, there is a resolution to downside. We are seeing that 4 hour support we spoke about that needs to hold for upside to be respected. Not only that, we are also seeing a resistance form from that 4 hour support. So if we were to clone this, bring this down to here, you can see this went and retested and rejected that 30 level, creating a resistance here, right? Creating a clear resistance. So below here we have some sort of wick to fill. We are sitting at 4 hour support right now, so sells could make sense on gold. I prefer sells probably below this 15-minute support here. Would make sense for me for sells, just to avoid a bit of this chop. We'd also get back below the 4 hour support, so I think that would be quite nice for sells. 15, let's see. Daily, is there any daily support? Not till we fill that wick. So bias is obviously bearish today. There might be an option if we pull back to look for sells on a setup kind of 2/5. We're gonna see how that forms if we push up first, but ultimately below here, if we just continue down, that's where I'm gonna be looking for my sells. Keep it pretty simple, to be honest. Even on a 1 hour, makes sense there. 30 minute makes sense there as well. And yeah, that's basically where I'm gonna look for that. Makes sense. I marked previous 4 hour support at 1902500. What, this one here? Yeah, we've crossed it with a wick here. You can keep it still as a watch zone, no problem. But we're not seeing anything react on the way back up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see. Not seeing. I mean, you can keep it there as a watch, no problem. I'd be actually more concerned about 5 key level or 900. That would be target 900, but we can keep it as a watch, no problem. still away from our entry, so it's not going to matter, right? Because you probably even, it's like 30 pips, 30 plus pips from potential entry. So definitely, definitely good. What time does London session start? Well, to trade London session, you can start it from now. Well, in about like 10 minutes is the best time. But the actual London Open, like of the London Open banks, is yeah, in an hour or so. So last pair of today is going to be DAX. If we look at what DAX is doing here, let's have a look. Start off on daily time frame. We're seeing dailies create support. Nice support candle formed here, giving us also a 4-hour change of structure here. I'd say the best buys, this was maybe this buy here, was very interesting for potential. I think the second 4-hour candle, what time was that? Should we concentrate at the second 4-hour candle here? Opening at what time? What time was that? 10 o'clock. This should have concentrated a bit more on this potential swing, but that's 300. 300 for what? 400? Yeah, it's not the best risk to reward, to be honest. 300 for 400. But this would have been nice. The second 4-hour candle close for a swing position is nice. So yeah, let's see what we got going on here. So previous daily, obviously bullish. Previous 4-hour also bullish here. Did we close above this range high? We did. 1-hour time frame closing above the range already. 30-minute time frame as well created a resistance. We're just about to close above. Next kind of problematic zone we have is this here on a 30. I wonder if it's lower on a 15. We're gonna check that now. Slightly lower, so we'll just adjust it to the 15. Take the safer one. What's this zone here? That's what we're trying. We closed above. Wow. So we haven't had much pullbacks on a 15 till now. Wow, that's an interesting push. What time does this push start? 8 o'clock push. Very interesting push to actually happen at this time here. Strange. Sketchy to see that at this time. And so many, it's like nuts how many no bottom wick and no top wick this happened. This is like really weird candles. Look at these candles. No bottom wick, no top wick. No bottom wick, no top wick. No bottom wick, top wick. Then it started to, when volume came in, it started making that. Yeah, it even looks like that on my broker. Doesn't DAX have an active setup on it? Yeah, it does. It does. Just a massive push here. Just a massive push, you know. Especially it's like super early as well. So how much do I trust this move? Oof. You need good stops. You need good stops because I've seen DAX come back. Like if this candle here retested the previous range, gives me confidence. Without retest of previous range, especially this time with the spread we're dealing with and you're buying the highest point of the day, sucks to buy the highest point of the day in that type of scenario. Bull trap, it could be a bull trap, it could be, but we're gonna find that out. I mean, ultimately no, ultimately we do get continuation, but very rarely do we see it push this time. If it pushes, kind of pushes in Asian or the previous day in New York, normally we create an Asian range, and that Asian range is crucial for DAX. So to see DAX pushing out here, it's going to be important, you know. So that's how it is. Hi, humble guy. Gold is moving as per the trade I gave on last stream. I guess you still didn't check the divergence on 6-month RSI chart yet. We talked about that too. Brother, I didn't check it because it's not of my concern. Nor did I say you were wrong. Nor did I say you were right. So you don't need to come here tooting your horn, because it doesn't matter if you, and the most important is, it doesn't matter what you said. Did you profit off it? If you profit off it, that's your job done. Congrats, you followed your plan. I don't even use an RSI, that's why I didn't check it. So just take a chill pill. Take a chill pill, and the most important is, did you profit off that move that you planned? If you did not profit off that move that you planned and you're lying to yourself, that is the problem. That is a big problem. Because why should you make such an analysis and such a plan that you can't profit off? Right? So that's more important than telling us. Right? That's more important than telling us. Because what's important for me, in your eyes, is that you followed your plan and made money doing so. That's all I care about. because that shows me that what you did worked. I did profit as we are discussing. Great. That's it. That's your job done. That's your job done. So if we're looking here at DAX, what would I like to see? I'd obviously like to see the 1 hour candle close here in about 8 minutes. 8 minutes, I'd like to see the 1 hour candle close. Once I see the 1 hour candle close, I'll be able to see how it closes. Might close bearish, might close bullish. With that, right? With that, we can look to see how we can capitalize off this. Ideally, 1 hour does look clean upside. We do have a lot of range. 30-minute will look like a nice close. Basing it on 30-minute could be an option here, just to base it off 30-minute. That would kind of be the idea, basing off 30-minute. This trade right now, with spreads being high and no bottom wick here and all of that, don't really want to be executing on that. I really want the 1 hour close, mostly for my spreads to calm down and to see if this is going to last 7 minutes flip bearish. You know, this happens on DAX. This is not something we really have a lot of information about. Now, the cool thing is that if you really wanted, you could take it like this, but you'd have to put stops. I would say it's so hard with such a big clean candle zone here. You'd probably have to put stops, maybe get away with 65. There should be a 5-minute structure in there. Yeah, it needs to be below the second 5-minute structure, just in case DAX wants to do this, because imagine it just does this and starts consolidating. You might have to open a hold till the open. Especially with the highest spread and you buying the highest point of the day, it's never a great idea to buy the highest point of the day and try to hold that during the whole day. Not a good idea. So that's how it is. Humble guy, triggered? Nah, I'm not triggered, man. I actually wanted the best for you. That's why I asked if you got profits. So if I was triggered, I would be saying different things, man. Good morning. Morning to you as well. So we're going to see how this closes here for our session. Frankfurt Open. We'll see what Frankfurt Open. Nice Frankfurt Open liquidity grab will be due here. And I would enjoy that. So let's see. Plans are pretty straightforward, I would say, for gold and for DAX here. GJ is a straightforward plan, but difficult range. So we're going to see how GJ forms here in the next 6 minutes. 1 hour candle. How would 1 hour candle look? Will close above its own resistance. Basing this on a 1 hour would make sense, but it's not really worth it. 38 for 33, I wouldn't do that, especially in a range, right? Because range, we're pushing maxes. So we're going to see how that ends up forming. So that's the plan here on the charts. See how price action forms, and then it's a game of waiting and executing. So that's how it works. Appreciate you all showing up to the stream. If you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. Get the likes up to 150. I would appreciate that. Shows me you guys are active. Wake up. And time to grind. Let's go. Time to grind. Get the likes at least up to 100. Remember, we have that big giveaway at 600 viewers, guys. You were very close. When was it? Maybe last week, I think. Last week, you guys were very close. 597. Showing support, sharing the stream, being active on my channel will help it. Yesterday was a good masterclass of waiting for certain confirmations. Waiting for certain confirmations in order to be able to execute, which we did yesterday, and then it returns nice move. Zero drawdown in that trade we took yesterday. Smooth move down. It's exactly what I want to see when I look for that. Now, if it did go into drawdown, I wouldn't mind. It's not going to be a big issue because I have the confirmation. So really, both ways you're protected, because the first way you are doing everything to avoid drawdown, and if it does go in drawdown, you have all the confirmations to avoid being worried in drawdown, because you've really pushed all of the confirmations. Hello, I'm just coming. What's up on the chart? We'll rewind the stream so you watch the analysis. I just did a really in-depth analysis for my plan for today. Let's mark this with a box here. So DAX broke the high here. Now we're seeing it retrace 3 minutes. You know, DAX could do some crazy shit 3 minutes. I'm really... Last minute you could see this flip bearish here. Like, it's definitely possible. The thing is, do I really want to buy a continuation setup like this? 37. 37 is a big move. And where's my stop loss going? Just under that 5. The shit DAX makes me do. Yesterday, gold took my 2 weeks profit. You know what that tells me immediately? Lack of risk management. Simple thing, right? It's okay to lose. It's okay to lose on a trade. You know, it's totally fine. But as long as your risk is managed, because you shouldn't blow 2 week profit in 1 day. You know, unless in those 2 weeks you only took 1 win, right? Then it's fine. Maybe it's actually, you know, was valid, but you're just being dramatic. I'm biased towards DAX moving up with money flowing out of Tesla. European investors flow into DAX. Definitely with higher time frame, we know DAX has been, we've been biased on DAX moving up for a long time. Question is that where does the pullbacks come, right? Can we survive potential pullbacks? It's an early move for it to push up like that. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe DAX reach here, London come take liquidity from here, then continue the real move. So do we even get a chance to go break even, or how is it going to work? Or if you go break even, does it not happen? So it's a difficult scenario, very difficult scenario. Bro, if 30-minute close above 30 resistance, 15 didn't close above, same time scenario setup waiting for 15 closure is better. No, then you can just base it on 30. We're gonna see how to tackle this situation. How do you know daily bias? Check that out in my free course. We'll help you about daily bias. DAX move while I was making coffee, wasn't even driving or pissing. What do you mean, this move here? This is a strange move, man. I'm really uncomfortable with that move. On YouTube, yes. On YouTube. Like, if you're catching the breakout, you're catching the move. You know, like, really, I'm serious. Like, in terms of probabilities, just this move happening here is going to reduce my probabilities in a trade by like 20-30% here. If I'm taking a trade, I'm losing 20-30% of this play out, with stops here, because this is not even stops in previous range. But running any bigger stops doesn't make sense. Like, it's hard. You need a banger position. Right, 1 hour obviously closed bullish here. $15 closed bullish. 5 minute did what? Giving a resistance. Liquidity grab may be the best. If we get a liquidity grab, we'll make our lives much easier. We'll make our lives much easier. Gold S1 developing. Yeah, we're gonna check out how everything closed. So let's see gold here. Yeah, gold still closed at the support. It's rejecting it right now. So you need something closing below. At the same time, it can make some 5-minute structure, which would be nice. So that's what we need on gold. See how GJ closed. That's an interesting close on GJ. No bottom wick, which we're just working on right now. See what type of stop loss this is working with. 20 pips here. To get here is 12. To get to the top of the range. Definitely has range. I'd love to see 5-minute structure and close above. Give me more confidence like yesterday. Basically the same as yesterday. Especially in a range, I want to be more conservative. Especially when you hit like a good trade yesterday, and then this is where you give it back, because just look at price action. It's not the cleanest here. Like look at the 1 hour, super choppy here. You know, yes, it does give an opportunity here, but it's super choppy. GJ has no bias today, Alexi. We're in a range. Look at 4 hour. It's just a mess. You can scan this 4 hour and then take you to destination fuck. Like we're not going up, we're not going down. So it's very hard to dictate. Like even though technically, yes, it has bearish bias, but where's the bias gonna go, you know? Oh, this is great. This is exactly what I want to see actually on DAX. Yeah, if this can keep pushing like this would be great. This is what I was worried about happening though, you know? Just lucky. We have to be super lucky and fortunate that this is not happening when we're in a position, and this is what I fear, why I don't like taking a position with the pre-session push like this, because you're buying the highs. You're literally in the shittiest position of the day. So you need good confirmation to give you the push. Bro, can you do for us a 20 pip challenge with $20? This people talking about this 20 pip challenge where they take 20 pips and they do $20 and compound. If it worked, right? If it worked, that 20 pip challenge, why doesn't someone do it with not $20? Why doesn't someone do it with $20,000? You make 10 million or something, right? With the return you get on 20. I'm telling you right now, if that was the return the 20 pip challenge give, right now I put $20,000. No questions asked. Even you tell me to flip $1,000, even $1,000 to $1 million, right? And there was a 1% chance, 100% I'm doing it. You know? I'd have to spend like $100,000. $100,000 to make $1 million if there was a 1% chance of passing it. And you failed 99. You failed 99 but passed one, you spent $100,000. Isn't that worth the investment? No questions asked. It's a 1 to 9, right? I'd risk $100,000 to make 900,000. So even a 1% chance, I'm doing it. Quote data insight that large speculators are building their buy positions, so next week we might see a push to the upside in GJ. Yeah, we will see. You know, quote committee of traders is good to get like an underlying factor. You know, what is retail? Retail is bearish on GJ, I'm assuming. All right, so we have taken liquidity, which is kind of what we wanted here. We were avoiding this whole situation, right? So this is just shows you patience, but many people are going to skip off this, what I actually mentioned here, and how I didn't run into anything breaking the high or just FOMO into anything. That's why I said if you're going to take a position where you're trying to hold it throughout the day, you need that 60 pip stop, even a little bit bigger. Like that's what I was saying, you know, ideally below the whole range here, 100 pip stop. Alex G, 100 to 1 million challenge is fake because he has his own broker. Well, I'll leave you with this, right? So I think he's now selling signals and he's taken like 8 losses in a row. So to flip 100 to a million, you can't take one loss in a row, to be honest, because you're risking the whole account each time, right? You're trying to double. So if in this period you're able to take eight losses in a row, right? Then how are you going to flip it? Like, you have to be 100% win rate, 95% win rate. If I buy exclusive now, will I be able to get in immediately and learn, or I have to wait till next month? No, you can get in immediately and learn. Like, it's very hard. Like, it's okay to take losses, but you know, when you're flipping an account challenge like that, you can't take any losses. How much risk should I take in a $100 account, and what lot sizes? I would recommend you not spend that $100. I recommend you not spend that $100 trying to understand risk. You should invest that in yourself to actually get better at the skill. You know, invest in actually getting better at the skill. I promise that will go much, much, much further. Much further. So we have a good bottom wick here on the 30. I wish this broke the low. I don't like that it's just retested the lows. We can look for a 5-minute candle closing above. We could even base it on a 30 as well. 36. Harry, yesterday in NY I took GJ buys, look clean on 50-minute, 1 hour thunder also, but hit your SL. Yeah, we spoke about that in the group. It was definitely a shot. There was just no way you would be able to survive that with the reversal we had yesterday. Higher time frame on GJ has been quite moving down. No buys have worked. Like, look at this breakout buy failed. This one worked here. Came in with very, very strong volume. It's just one of those things, man. Not everything's gonna work, especially how GJ is. You know, GJ is faked out from the downside, faking out from the upside, faked out here. So it was definitely a shot. 30-minute gave the confirmation. I would say aggressive. It was aggressive to put stops below this candle here, because, you know, you want to give it room, because this candle here is not enough. But the ideal stops would be below the 30-minute candle, which is also this candle. But even with those stops in yesterday's scenario, you wouldn't have survived, right? You wouldn't have survived. So nothing really much you can do. If I join now, will I be able to pass my funded challenge within the day? You should be able to pass your funded challenge in maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds. What day, bro? You need to understand this is different level here. This is a different level, you know. 10, 15 seconds, brother, you'll be able to pass challenges. Day? Man, no one has time for a whole day to pass a challenge, bro. Waste of time. Yeah, look at this. Respecting the lows. Respecting the lows. This is very important, right? This is why we marked it. So remember, gold is still bearish. Gold is still bearish, so we can get what? We can get resistance formed, and we can start see maybe a sell opportunity, right? A sell opportunity with resistance formed. What's in the exclusive? Everything, basically. You get access to all my content. It's all here on the website. You can read it. Live trading in London session, so we trade together, no delay on YouTube stream. We have a NY private chat, weekly live webinars, community. It's all there. There's a video explaining it. There's all of the different things, you know. You get to follow up with me and all of this stuff. Like there's a lot. You know? So you can check it on the website. This is the website. I appreciate you, Ari. You have to answer these dumb questions. Yeah. See, this is why I didn't trust the GJ without 5-minute structure. Very similar to yesterday's scenario, right? We have a 5, and this is even a better push-up, but this is basically what caused this to fail, because we did get the 5 close above and then nothing broke the high. That's like to make it A+, but it's still a shot, because what's the trick here is it gave a setup 3. The setup 3 is like that extra confirmation. The interesting here thing, guys, is a setup 3 is a continuation trade. The setup 3 is a continuation trade. And with a continuation trade, there is actually a chance here to get mental break even if we just see it not continue, because you expect a very strong push. It's just one of those things, right? Brother, you really don't have a life. You really don't have a life making multiple accounts and writing the N-word in chat. Like, you really don't have a life. You've made like 6 accounts already and you're coming in this chat and spamming. Like, there's mods here who are just gonna ban you. Like, this is really, you really don't have a life. I'm telling you, bro, you're a very, very, very sad person. Very sad person. Ends needs a pay rise? Bro's carrying, bro. Full speed clicking. Now he's probably making another account. Say it again. Just 5 structure. You know, yesterday. You take it before, like we had this huge push up and then it starts to get weak. And then it fools you because this weakness forms a setup 3. It breaks the high, but only when we get the close above, it's a confirmed structure. He's telling you how many accounts he's blown, how many N-words he drops. Yeah, he's blown just in this stream. He's blown around 6-7 times he's posted now. 8, I think. This is his 8th account. He's trying to do that. GBP CHF, please. What are you looking on GBP CHF? You tell me and I'll tell you if I agree. This is how it should work. Alright, so we've closed here technically below. So this is the pullback we wanted. The beautiful thing now is finally we have this structure here. This is going to give us a clean zone. So anything closing above here, I'm happy for buys. Now we have structure, good structure formed. If it was to get back above here, then it would be lower probability for it to dump. It's still a possibility, but yeah. Now it's giving us something to do it. Oh wow, is this legendary trader is here? You're buying GBP CHF on the 4-hour? Do I even have GBP CHF here? I do. Let's see, 4-hour buys you're looking for. So we have to start on a higher time frame. So daily close bearish, we could see a little bit more. 4-hour time frame you're buying. So we close below the range here. This could be another lower high. If you look, we've been making, so I'd need a 4-hour change of structure first, man, before buying. Before buying, you need a 4-hour change of structure, because unless you bought the wick here, then you're in a safe position. But if you're buying from now, it's late. because you're just buying a retracement move that can end up coming lower to these levels here, which then could be better buy levels. Only requirements for mod is to attend on IC. Bro, only active mod is ENS. Rest of you sleeping. Man's getting cooked. What road? You have no such thing in your country? Today chat is wild, man. Chat is wild. It's like they see me win yesterday and then they all want to come hate. It's like wild, wild. If bro put that much effort in hating, he might be successful in life. Yeah, it's a shame though. Harry, in real life, we can buy Lambos by trading. What's your view? If your goal is to buy a Lambo with trading, how much money do you have right now? Tell me right now, how much money do you have? That's my question to you. How much money you willing to invest in yourself right now? You know, because your priority should be bigger than a Lambo if you're broke. If you're broke, it's okay to be broke. Like everyone starts from there. But if you're broke, then you have bigger priorities than Lambo. Your first priorities is to start to build an income. And then build multiple sources of income. Then you get that Lambo, bro. You know? But you have to remember that when you're trading, like if you're just trading to buy a Lambo, definitely possible, but don't be spending money in the meantime. You know, you can't be having bills to pay, you can't be having this to sustain. No, you have to, let's say, all of that sorted, and you only trade just to save money to spend, you know? You know what I'm saying? Let that stuff come you know, later. Harry, how do you invest your trading profits? Mostly crypto, man. Mostly crypto. Hi, both my parents are in real estate. I'm planning to study finance and accounting. I would like to know how to trade for a side income. Yeah, that's the best thing. Like, my big advice is multiple sources of income. It's gonna make you so much money being able to do that. And trading is such a good one. Like 2 hours a day, you get paid, you know. And if you want to make it your full-time gig, yeah, you have to put in work. But the beautiful thing is if you want multiple sources, then it's ready to do so at any time. Legendary Traders asking a question on YouTube. Let's read him. Greetings from India, sir. Myself, Legendary Trader speaking. I'm waiting to know if gold goes up or down today. Friday, my students pay. Big problem for students going mad at me. Thank you. Shit, bro. Seems like you're in deep shit because your students pay. And when's the last time your students have made money? It's my question to you, man. Because they keep paying you, what's happening? I think your students have been cooked for a while, brother. Your students have been cooked for a while. So let's try something. Let's try something. Whatever direction you think it will go today, take the opposite, and let me see how your students cope after that. Is it a good idea to sell my Lambo to get money to trade? If you could afford a Lambo, you should have the money to trade. You shouldn't need to sell your Lambo to be able to trade in the first place. Because if you could afford the Lambo, then you should be having a good income source. So you won't need that. The most important thing you'll need is the skill. You'll need the skill, because actually having money is a problem in trading, because you will just end up blowing it. Here I go buy PS5 with the money from students, or you can try your luck and do the spin wheel and land a PS5. Unlucky me, I never win the spin. Free spin, guys, free spin. Where's Carson? Carson needs to try today. I think Carson never won one spin, bro, nothing. I did my spins in NY. Maybe that's the trick. You need to do it in London. Who has won a spin? The guy who's won the most spins has been Gmail. Man's won like 3-4 spins. Okay, he's serious, guys. Legendary trader serious. No, this is the serious issue, sir. Sharp. I'm telling them to buy yesterday and gold came down. I'm waiting all night for your stream so you can give me hope. I need gold to go up to 29.30. I need your help. Well, I wish I can control gold. So you took a buy at 29.30. Brother, it came back. It came back to 29.30. You had a chance. Come on, man. You had a chance. You just didn't press the trigger, bro. You didn't press the trigger. You didn't press the trigger. So what you need, bro, realistically, you would need this 4-hour candle to respect this 4-hour support. That's your best chance at this shit going up. If this does not respect the 4-hour support, it's game over. I spent today researching which live traders from 2 years ago are still live now. So far, just you. Last man standing, brother. Most people don't survive. They can't, tough times, and then they get cancelled online. You know, it's tough, man. Internet hate on you. Viewers start to leave. It's very demotivating, you know. A lot of people, and it just puts them down. Maybe they weren't as confident as they thought they were, or their strategy didn't work in every condition, and it just messed them up. And that's it. They're not there today, you know. They're not streaming live. It's also a big task to do this every day. Not every day you feel like doing it, you know. So it's a lot of stuff, and especially like you are also exposing yourself online fully, like, you know, everything is transparent, which for me is a good thing at the end of the day, but maybe for some people it's too much risk for their brand, you know. Like, most people's level of transparency these days is just still behind an Instagram screen, which is fine, you know, as long as you're showing all of your stuff, but they don't get cancelled because they're too famous. Like, I'm seeing like people who literally have scammed still have more following, and still people follow them, you know. Let's see what Carson did. This is a sick setup, man. Sick setup. Very clean setup one, right? Look at this liquidity grab, the candle before. I like it. Great liquidity grab, the candle before. Are you looking for shorts on gold? Yes, I was looking for shorts on gold, but I don't know if I want to tell, because we have legendary trader here, and he told his students to buy gold yesterday, and he's in some deep shit right now. Aha. Thank you, Dax, for proving I'm not a FOMO trader. Is the stream win rate just for London session or include NY session? No, just for London, because that's unfair. Because how can I make a proven stream win rate if then I take trades off stream and you don't know what I take? So this is only trades I've taken on stream. Hi, what's your thoughts on Donvo? He's back now. I don't know. I've not really been researching into what he's done. If he's adapted his strategy, made a new strategy, you know, to avoid these heavy drawdowns. But for me, if things continue with heavy drawdown, I think long term it's tough. It's always a threat. But I don't want to get involved in that. I couldn't care less, man. I couldn't care less. At this point, I couldn't care less, because really it doesn't affect me, and these people who want to follow who they want to follow, it's their choice, right? At the end of the day, it's their money, their time, and their choice. Like, it's not going to affect me, you know? Like, I just have respect for all human beings. If they've done nothing to me, I don't need to do anything to them or badmouth them. Like, why should I do that? Like, there's no thing. But the only thing I will do is comment in a way where logically I can explain something without that I would do in that situation, right? Because that's the best thing I could say, is if someone has a situation, I could explain what I would do. That's the best way, you know, because then I'm just sharing what I would do in that type of situation. Didn't you have one NY street? Yeah, we did that on YouTube, yeah. But he's talking about like all the trades I take. The trades I take in NY, guys, I do post them so you can see what trades I'm taking on NY. They go in Harry's trades in the free Discord group. You'll see it. It says NY here. Look, DAX sells, TS exclusive. This was not NY though. This was after stream. This was on stream. On stream. This was NY session. So, you know, all the trades I take NY session, I'm sending in here. Four days, but next time I'm gonna start when competition starts. Bro, that's sick, man. That's good. That's good results here. 6% profit is great. You know, I think that's good shit, man. How do I convince my parents for me studying finance business instead of finance and accounting? Just ensure them that you, like, you know, the fact that you're going to go study should be a plus for them, and just tell them like, I have more passion for finance and business, and I feel like I'm going to succeed better in studying that, and I don't want to waste your money and study something that I won't be fully focused in and force myself to be focused. Whereas in finance and business, I'm really going to try my best and I'm excited to study. Just saying that will be good. Real things are always stay underrated because people get attracted to the fancy stuff instead of the real stuff. If you start showing fancy cars, showing luxury life, you get tons of views. Not always like that, because you get cheap views. You get viewers that are just going to hate, you know. You're just going to get viewers who are going to hate, you know. So it's not always about that. There's a balance. Like sometimes I show lifestyle. It's okay. It's good to show stuff that you're proud of. You're just showing achievements. You're showing, you know, basically some of the stuff you've done. And that's cool. I don't mind that. It's the problem I have with people who are showing lifestyle is that's the only thing they have to show. They don't have the skill to show. They don't have any value past that. And the sad thing is through lifestyle, they make you pay for value, which you end up finding out is not actually valuable. And then the industry gets a bad name. You know, but if there's things that you've achieved, then you should be able to show it. There's no harm in that. Like that's exactly why even in the exclusive I put a section called motivation and achievements, literally to encourage that to show, you know, because it's proud moments. You should realize that, you know. Dax probably going for Asia lows. This is exactly what we wanted to avoid being in buys and then this shit happening, you know. And this is why, like I'm telling you, a lot of people, including myself, would have probably FOMO'd into here and just been like, screw it, man, DAX is going up and then this shit happens. Like, This small detail that I was able to do today is what makes me profitable, because this is easy losses. Like if you look at a setup logically, right? Let's take it on like the 1 hour. Could we really say that this was a bad 1 hour setup? No. Timing was wrong, yes. Bad 30-minute setup here. If you took it here, no, it wasn't a bad 30-minute setup. No structure on 30. That's the thing you can argue, you know. Still was an option. So we're gonna see what DAX does, because this is also giving us range to buy back up now. So I quite like it. It'd be nice to be, imagine being in DAX from somewhere down here. If we're in DAX from somewhere down here, man, this is a great spot, because we have so much structure. If price starts to pump up, we have all of this to protect. You can hold that trade, hold. It would be nice to hold that trade. We haven't actually taken a setup too, yeah, for a long time. It's always been breaking out at highs. I think we have once. We have once, definitely. Harry, have you been in a state where your trades keep hitting SL no matter how good the setup looks? What do you do? Yeah, I realize that the setup is probably not good. Like, I have definitely been in that stage. I've been in a stage where markets are supposed to be 50-50. 50% it goes up, 50% it goes down. I still am able to choose the wrong direction. I have a negative win rate in a 50-50% win rate. That I can't even. Like, I've been in that type of scenario, and that just feels like super demotivating. Then at that point I was feeling like it's a little bit of luck that it's having a problem. I'm just not lucky enough to trade. And then I changed that. I realized it's actually the strategy, and it's my process in the market that's a problem. So it's not a good setup. It's just the fact that you have to be honest with yourself. As much as a good setup you think it is, it's a shit setup. You're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong, and you just have to be honest with yourself and get the advice to get that better. You need to work on that and make sure that you're surrounding yourself or getting advice to get that shit better, or identifying that yourself. For me, I identify that myself, but now you can get information from someone like me or whoever you like to follow. You know, it's really gonna just make that process faster. And I explain it all in this most recent video, guys. This video, I'm telling you, it's a very big gem. Look, very little views, but I've never posted something like this on YouTube before, and you can see it's here very, very low views, you know, compared to, you know, other stuff I post. But I'm telling you, this video here is game changing. This speaks a lot about that stuff, you know. Like, I'm tempted just to take it off YouTube and put it in exclusive, and then talk about it in exclusive to force people to join to watch it, because of what type of value this will give. Because this is very important to understand in your journey. But this just shows you how much people don't want to. It's also probably just my algorithm at the moment, not really helping me. Thomas in Egypt will win the giveaway. Well, we need to have about 100 viewers before the giveaway happens. We're almost there. Almost there. We need to build up. Get YouTube pushing out our content even more, because it will help a lot of people. Just the free content, like, it's not even gonna directly benefit me, except for people. At least they will get some good ideas, you know. Like, it would be really nice to see people actually get some sort of clarity. And it's there. It's not like, you know, all of this is like, this great content for them to make a start, you know. No Lambo, no views. Not the truth. This one has cars, no views. You know, not every car video. Look, this is a McLaren here, didn't get much views. I got more views in a regular day in the life type video. Back here, yes, 16k views, but back here my channel was doing well. You could see like 43k, 12k, 63k, 5k, 10k, 31k, 17k, 10k, you know, 21k. I was doing good video views. 104k, 24k. And then kind of the community, they either two things. They either got messed up. I noticed when like the industry had a period last year where a few people scammed, few people went down, they stopped trading, and this brought the industry kind of down with it. So I noticed even I directly got impacted from those people leaving, because YouTube automatically thinks it's me, even though those people left the industry. Then YouTube doesn't know that. They don't know what's going on in the industry. So then if your views slightly go down quickly, they think it's something you've done and then they don't want to push out your content. So it's really interesting how that works. So the only way you build it is just, I mean, just from continuing consistent, I guess, and people supporting and stuff like that, you know. I don't want Harry to get burst to be famous and others. No, but if I burst to become famous, I have a mission in mind and it will be revolutionary. It will actually put a lot of pressure on others to, I will be able to set a new standard, right? Because if that's the, like, one of the faces of the industry, right? If that's one of the faces of the industry, then people are like, shit, this is the standard that has to be set now. And all of these guys who are doing bullshit and getting views is all going to be thrown out the window. You already started doing that, to be honest, or at least in my view. Yeah, I think definitely, for sure. You know, I'm not saying, I'm just comparing to the ultra famous. I think already we've made an amazing impact and I'm super happy with the community we have. And for the 90% of us in here, it's very positive, and that's why I show up every day. People ask me, why am I here for 2 years? Well, I'm here to trade. And I also very fortunate to have the consistency to do so, you know. And it's just, you know, we do have good communities, tight knit, you know, and I'm being grateful the way I grew it. I never really wanted to push the bag hard, so the way I even grew the exclusives has been really good for me, because it's been a place where I can show up every single day, you know, because I've not let it become a mess. It's super calm in there, like very, very calm and focused sometimes. Quiet. Mic muted. Can we do swing trading with your strategy? Indeed, you just need to understand market position. Been saying over moons, good show, awesome stuff, great energy, appreciate it, brother. Harry, do you trade NY session in your exclusive group? We do. We have NY live sessions. We do. See what we got going on here. So this 5-minute structure, I'd be quite interested if something closes below this 5-minute structure for sells. Quite interested. Yo, is this AD the original AG? Is this the original AD, or is this a separate account? Been a while, brother. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Oh, someone's getting phone call. Adnan's getting phone call. Yes, it is. Hope you're well, man. Been a while. Wouldn't we sell straight into 4-hour support being tapped? We sell to the 4-hour support. We'd sell to it. $26 pips, not bad. I mean, ideally, yeah, we want to see below the range here. Can I get in Zoom? You could get in Zoom, technically, yeah, bro. DM one of the OG members. I trade my own strategy, but watch Wix Asian, New York, and you sometimes when I'm up for London just to have company. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you trading your own strategy. It's nice, you know. So it doesn't matter if we tap target already. It does definitely matter. Like I said, original plan was below here, but we're super bearish, right? Previous daily strong bearish close, previous 4-hour strong bearish close. If I'm expecting this to trend, I'm gonna expect it to be able to retest that. So it's an idea. It is more aggressive. I would prefer selling below the lows for sure. You asked me which choice I had, you know which choice I'm gonna do. See how DAX is doing? Cool. So we've retraced the whole move now. Now we need to see some sort of support formed. Some sort of support formation here. 5-minute change of structure. Could look for buys. Can look for buys. Yep. I said it before. You could even type it, bro. Push a bit, guys. 600 watching. No, bro, you trolled me. I was looking. I was the 494, bro. I thought, damn, you guys hit 600. I was fast. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go toilet. Come back. You go to toilet quite often. Maybe you need to get your sugar level checked. Well, I talk a lot on stream. Mouth gets dry. I drink probably about one liter of water in stream. You probably don't drink that in a day. Yo, AD, hope you're good, brother. What was the big red flag for you not to take the DAX buys earlier? 1 candle with no wicks, 2 lack of structure. Please explain. It was actually the push before session. Who doesn't drink 1 liter in a day? A lot of people, man. You'd be surprised how many people don't drink a liter in a day. You'd be very surprised. How many liters you normally drink a day? I'm probably like 4 to 5 liters a day I'm drinking. Yeah. If I'm not going gym, easily 3 liters. Without thinking. Because you live in a hot place? Yeah, that's of course why. Definitely is. How is GJ treating you guys? Yesterday she was good. But been focusing a lot on DAX, a lot of opportunity. Bro, leave some water for the rest of us. Relax. I had appendix surgery a week ago. Stopped taking creatine. Lost almost 6 kg. Oh, man. I hope you're well after that. Hope the recovery is going well. DAX gives nice big push. Yeah, we've been smashing it at all-time high. Yeah, it's been great. Like gold, I would say better than gold. Cleaner. So gold pushing up. Look, I'm still okay for sells, but we're gonna see a resistance form for those sells. How do you add music in the background? I play it from Spotify and my streaming software sorts that out. GJ going to tap daily open? I think GJ's stuck in this range here. We need something closing above this high. Any copyright issues? No, because I pay for music subscription. I pay for non-copyright music monthly. It's like 50, 60 bucks a month. Something like that. I started to drink 4 liters a day until I started adding Celtic salt to my diet. Now I only drink 1 to 2 liters a day. Yeah, you just have to be careful having too much salt. It's fine, but if you're eating a lot of food because you're like bulking for bodybuilding reasons or something like this, and you have a lot of salt, like in Dubai, we have actually salt in our water. We actually have salt in our water. Like this water here, 6 sodium. In how much? In ppm, 6 ppm. So it will raise blood pressure. You don't want it to raise blood pressure. So you pay the creator to music? No, I use a software called Epidemic Sound. Not software, a company called Epidemic Sound. Carnivore diet? Yeah, I'm interested to try carnivore diet, to be honest. No, in Dubai, you don't really drink tap water, man. Some people do, but I don't trust it till now. You know? Like, you really have to have good system. You need to change all the pipes in your house to be able to drink tap water. What year did you start trading? 2019. A little bit before. I was in crypto, you know, so... You're allowed to drink tap water in Dubai if you filter it, it's fine, you can. No carbs in your diet for carnivore, it will be hard. But your protein is going to be completely over the roof, and so is your fats levels. So you become ketogenic. The interesting thing is, like, meat is the only food in the world. If you have to do an elimination diet and remove things from your diet, meaning maybe you can only eat lettuce, you will survive, but you will not thrive. Meat is the only elimination diet where you can only eat meat, not only survive, but thrive. That's what's very interesting. Pumps, yeah, definitely pumps. How did you get into trading Forex? Would you say crypto was your gateway? Yeah, 100% it was. How much time it takes you to become profitable in Forex? It took me 2 years. Then 1 more year after that to prove I'm profitable throughout the year. Wasn't my best trading. When I was really starting to do well in trading is when I decided to come live. I've done a carnivore for a couple of months and I had inflammation in my shoulder, felt great with the diet. Yeah, it's very interesting, the research on that. See how DAX is doing here? So DAX, we're waiting for a support to form. How does a support form? Bullish candle closing. What do you do for a living besides trading? I invest as well. That would be considered, I guess, as a living income as well. And I own a group and I own a software company. That's the main things. Look at this guy, he'll drink 10 liters of water, Guinness in 5 degrees. But water, no. 10 liters of Guinness for sure, bro. That's why you guys, that's why property is still building. Yes, still building, still paying. What's your bias on GJ today? Today, no bias because GJ is stuck in a range. Right now, the way it's forming looks a little bit more on the bullish side, but you know, who knows? It's just in a range. I'm done for today. I can't give what back. Have a good one. Not touching it. What are you trading? Just GJ. If you're just trading GJ, then I get it. Looks pretty rangy. I'm just waiting for a DAX support to form here. We also have some nice 5-minute structure if something was to close above. How much is a pint in milliliters? One liter? Bro, look how quick Alex is able to answer that. See how quick. Absolutely not. Different level, these guys. How quick? To the dot, 568. He has it on speed dial. Speed dial, he had that number there. Before I could scroll down chat, it was there. Murray 561. He's pretty close as well. He's pretty close as well. I'll give him that. 8 to 1. Not really that much of a difference. ICT. Damn. So half a liter. I mean, a classic British lad would go through easily 10 pints in a night, huh? Easily 10 pints. So they're drinking 5 liters. That's nuts. Think about it. These guys not drinking what they drink 5 liters in a night. That's crazy. 5 liters like nothing. $10 pints is a requirement to be allowed in the pub. Bro, that's 5 liters, man. Uh-oh. Sil is gonna get in trouble now. He's gonna be rinsed. Pure ICT trader. What do you drink? Rosé? Done a 12-pack when I was young. Bro. This is probably why my channel is shadow banned, because of these conversations we have. I don't care. So DAX is actually dumping here. Still, support can form. Keep in mind, this is just a retest to the range lows. 5 minutes till London Open. London Open can give a move up. We have a beautiful LTA here, guys. Check out this LTA. 89-point LTA. GJ is consolidating. Had an 18-year-old attend an A&E after drinking 7 liters of water, hoping it would resolve her migraines, cause her brain to swell as sodium levels drop too quickly. It's very true. Very, very true. Too much water is actually bad. You work in A&E? Respect, respect. Girl died last year of drinking too much water. Yes, that has happened here as well. Actually, a nurse here. A nurse, I think, passed away. I'm a GP. Amazing. I'm telling you, we have everyone sorted. If apocalypse comes, first place I'm gathering everyone together is all from the exclusive. GP, ICT trader, you name it, we have it all. We have Wedgie as well. What's your advice to a person who wants to move to Dubai? How much money should they start a life good there? For a good life, you probably need around $5,000 a month for a, I don't, but you could move here on 3K. 3K is alright. Depends on your needs, bro. And family and stuff like this. We have jeweler, house builder, English tutor, registered nurse here. Oh, sick, man. Check that. I'm telling you, bro. Totally sorted. We want to drip out. Zombie apocalypse. We want to walk around with you know, dripped out fully with ice. We sorted, bro. Tradesharpe ice, TS logo on ice. We sorted. We have that. We'll be able to trade as well, you know. We'll go over to this people and be like, we will be able to trade like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of rubber band and get food in return for a rubber band. So we scam, basically. It would be like, and we say that's a setup one, because we're scamming the market when we take a setup one. We win. Unemployed, professional, bencher, bulking, maxi, unprofitable trader, ICT meetup. What would I want more? I'm joining next month. I'm a doctor. Sick, man. More people to the army. Moving to Dubai from the UK is the best to rent or buy? Rent. Rent. I don't agree with buying to live in there. It becomes a liability, not an asset. You don't return any money from that. You could rent much bigger than you could probably buy. And with that money that you would use to buy, you could buy and get rent from that pays for your current rent. Aha. Now we're talking. Mr. Dax, London Open here in about 1 minute. Not everything is about money though. Yeah, but why would you want to buy something, you know, and then spend all of that money when you could just rent something nicer than that and invest that money and then just get more money for that? Because you can own it, you can do what you want with it. There is some truth to that, but you know, you never know. Especially Dubai is a transient country, right? Unless you plan it really to be your full permanent home, you know. But I'm just saying logically it would make more sense. Like the price of where, strictly talking about Germany, yeah, Germany might be different. What would you advise me to do? Fund my account with $100 or buy a funded account? I think you should learn the skill first. If you're not good at the skill, if you don't have the skill, then you should spend that money investing in yourself to make sure you get better. Whether that's you pay to do anything, man. It can be anything, but definitely shouldn't be just putting it in an account to blow it. I would say you can just start with minimum deposit and you know, if you have the skill and you've been learning well, then yeah, you can put it into an account and risk $1 per trade. Just risk $1 per trade. Right, London Open. Can we form a support candle here? That's what we need to see. London Open. Buys above here are going to make sense. We have a 5 minute here. So if we can close above here, it's going to make sense. Is it true that you don't pay taxes on your income? How does it work for trader? It works the same. No taxes on income. So trading is considered as an investment. You just bring it into your account. They don't do that. When you have few properties, you can have that pay for the home. Exactly, yeah. What I'm saying, if you, let's say you were to buy a villa here. Villa here is going to cost a shit ton of money. You could buy a couple of townhouses with that and they'll pay for that villa. Because, you know, you need to have some pretty good dough to buy a nice villa here. See if we can get a 5 closing above here. What's that? 38 point stop to there is 36, 37, 38. 15 has more. Harry, DIFC and UAE government are going to announce a 4% tax on trading income from May 21st. There's going to be a threshold though. There's going to be a threshold. So it's not going to be the same, and it's going to be for companies registered because there are trading companies who make income from trading. So we need to see the details. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Retail, doubt it's going to be impacted, and even if it's impacted, 4% is not that much. DFSA, then they might do it with only companies registered in Dubai. We're gonna see. Let's wait for the details to come out. Let's wait for the details to come out. Because you'd have to register as a company. My trading income doesn't have to come as a company. You just bring it directly to your bank account. It's considered investment income. Harry, do you register your car under company for lower tax reasons? No. Car is paid in cash. And you can't get tax rebates like that here in Dubai anyways. We don't pay tax, so it won't matter. Casual showing off. He asked a question, bro. Oh man, look at this push. Tax, don't be weird like this, bro. Car pays cash, look at me, rich I'm. Car could be shit, Corolla, some $2,000 car, right? You don't know. Oman is introducing a 5% income tax. Do you think eventually be implemented by other countries? Possible, possible. You post your cars on Instagram, you're not going to find my cars on Instagram. Some of them, but it's not much as on Instagram. Let's see. See? By the way, guys, here, buying cars in cash is very, very popular, huh? Financier is not. Yeah, Adnan is saying. Like, you really do just normally buy cars in cash. Guys, make sure to follow my Instagram. I'm posting a lot of updates there. It's very hard if I want to announce something. I have to set up a stream. So make sure to follow me on Instagram. Show some activity there. I'm posting a lot of value. Leave a like on some of the stuff there. And there's some great posts here. Great posts. So make sure to follow me on Instagram. Giveaways, man. DAX is pretty annoying when it does that. I was looking for a 5-minute close. I guess the only option is 1 minute, but I would never consider that on a 1. What kind of turbo do you run on your Patrol? Is it NA now? No, it's still turbo. I still have my 35 RS, but I want to increase to a 42. I just rebuilt the engine, but right now I don't want to spend on a new turbo. Is a car cheap there? It can be as cheap as you want. You can buy a car for $1,000 here, no problem. You know, it just depends on the car. Full-time trader? Yes. Garrett 35? Yeah, 35 RS though, not just the normal 35, the 35 RS. Honda Civic? Yeah, pretty cheap. You can get one. Can you tell us a short story of why you decided to move to Dubai? I was born here. DAX buy bottom of range, sell top of range. Yeah, if you get stuck in the range, it's gonna be tough. That story was very short. He said short story, bro. Gold trying to create a resistance. But plan is to upgrade the turbo eventually, but I don't want to spend much more. I just spent rebuilding the engine, and I have some expenses and stuff that I need to cover. Cost almost 150k what, dollars to buy a Corolla here? Are you joking? You have to be joking. Yeah, brand new Corolla here cost about $25,000. Brand new 2025 from the factory. Second hand, you can get it for like $10,000. Harry, how's the handling on a McLaren as you've driven one yourself before? Yeah, it's good, man. Handling is good. I definitely like the power delivery. That's my favorite thing of the McLaren power delivery. That's crazy, bro. That's too much. You cannot buy it either. You need a special permit to buy a car in Singapore. That's crazy. Harry, can you buy a Rolls Royce with your current experiences and savings? Yes, but my bigger flex would be investing in property. So that's going to cost more than a supercar. It is. Brand new Corolla is 60k, is it? I think they've gone up, bro. I'm sure they've gone up. I'm sure they've gone up. Let's see how GJ's done. Still ranging, boys. GJ's still ranging. But look how we protected ourselves from these buys, right? Do you guys notice this? Gold can create resistance. See how that forms. DAX is super annoying how this one candle. So we have to wait 15, 30, 40. Basically 1 hour of pullback we have to wait. 1 hour of pullback. Boom. Why did you not buy on the 15-minute closure? The 15-minute closure was bearish, bro. 15-minute closure was bearish. I was looking for a 5 bullish to take a buy if it closed above here. This was London Open. Oh, on GJ. Okay. Sorry, bro. Because, yes, you're correct. About the structure, correct. I mean, there's definitely option for breakout trades if we get structure and close above. Setup 2, 5 minutes on DAX? No, there was no setup 2. We were looking for the close above here because this is buying straight into double resistance. You have resistance here and resistance here, so it's very hard to trade. So what Dennis said, I said, brother, what are you guys chatting about in chat? I was gonna be like, Jesus, man. Bit deep. It's okay, man. I was joking only. I think gold is cooking right now. Is there anything that I'm not seeing? You mean it's cooked or it's cooking? I mean, I don't know if it's cooking. Below here would be better for sells. On DAX, would you wait for close above 5-minute resistance, which hasn't tapped left? Yeah, it would be nice. structure on 5 and then close above on that 5. Looks like a setup 2. Not exactly, because of the way we're closing back inside of the ranges. It's somewhat of a setup 2, but we have a very strong 1 hour candle close. Could just be the bottom wick for the 1 hour candle. 30 minute also closed back inside the range. It's a bad setup 2 probability wise. If the 30 minute closes bearish, it looks better. What about BTC? Yeah, guys, we can talk a little bit about BTC here. So BTC, obviously very heavy day. We're respecting my box still. This box I told you is the last line of defense. Until something closes below this box on a daily time frame, and I'm talking about the box, not only the candle bodies here, the actual box, we could definitely see a bounce with the daily candle closing bullish here. Now the question is, does that bounce lead into that lower high, and then we actually break through, bring us back down to these 73 levels, and then we come look at it back there? But so far we're still respecting the range lows here. Could be just a sweep here to 86, 87, and we can see this bounce back up into these zones if we respect this area here. Looking at 4 hour time frames, we're starting to create somewhat of a lower high, but if this comes down, retest this box again, closes above bullish, we have 4 hour change of structure, giving us some good ideas to see if we can see a bounce out of here. You know? That's it. GJ is trying to get above here. This could be definitely a possible buy scenario. Stop loss is a little bit on the bigger side. See what we're working with stop loss here. Looking about 24 pip stop loss. First target here 11 pip. We need a pretty decent move here on GJ. But we do have good structure on 5. We're going to see how this closes here. Definitely could give an option. Let's see if it closes above though. It has to close above in 48 seconds. We're going to see. 40 seconds. We're going to see if it closes above or not. It's trying. Why do I get ads every few minutes? This is something people have been telling me, that sometimes they get ads. Even I experience it on iPad. Are you on iPad? Because I have chat on iPad. Man, what type of closure is this giving us, bro? What type of closure is this giving us? Such a bad close. I need to check with my line. It's like 0.1 pips above on IC. What is it on your guys' broker? Here it's below. Here it's definitely below. You're on iPad? Yeah, it's only happening on iPad. You have to open it from browser. Above, above, below, below. How do we trust this, man? Yours is above. Yours is below as well. Mine is like 0.01 pips. Most people are below. Bias bearish, we're in a range. We're in a range. It's great. It's moving down first. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I say hopefully this 5 close bearish, next one above. I mean, I don't really like the way it's closing if I'm being honest, man. Look at that 30 minute. You know, this ranges are always tough. Let me see. Closer up. I'm gonna draw a proper red line, because the red line has some thickness. We're gonna go move that to 30 minute. mean, yeah, it's the same I saw on the phone, 0.01. Spread is half a pip for this type of ranges, is pretty big for this small ranges. GG on 1 hour, I won't try to hold a trade, brother, on... oh, you mean you're just asking about the 1 hour? Yeah, it's shitty, it's shitty. It's not really the best, you know? What causes spread to increase or drop? Volume. Range is hard, man. Range is hard. Don't know if I just want to leave this here. It is an option for sure. Nice liquidity grabs all morning. Ideally 5 closes bearish, next one close above. So ranges have low volume, that's why my spread pretty low compared to yesterday. Yes, higher volume, so there's a fine balance. When there's too much volume, spreads will widen. When there's low volume, spreads will also widen. So it's both extreme opposites. Low volume, wider spreads. Very high volume, wider spreads. Consistent volume, when there's consistent volume, then you're going to get good spreads. Wow. DAX dumped all the way back. You know, buying as well. Buying GJ has been pretty unprofitable. Going to lock it up. I think that's a good idea, man. No harm in locking up profits. What leverage do you have? I think I'm allowed up to 1 to 500. I don't put that on. I think I changed it to 1 to 150 or something like that. Just because of... actually, the reason I did that was because of DAX. Because DAX is using massive lot size. I'm always scared that if I carry over, I don't think it will execute. I don't think it's enough. If I actually do the calculations, I don't think it's enough. But I don't know and I don't want to try. Building so much sustainable trading skills in the exclusive channel for less than a coffee a day. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. Glad to have you there. I've still 1 to 500, living life on the edge. You know you can change it, right? It's just a click of a button. On the IC market dashboard, change leverage. Tradesharpe, what do you trade with on MT5 on computer? Because I'm currently doing on phone. Yeah, I use MT5 on computer, but I can also execute on phone. You know, it doesn't make a big difference for me. Who is Dax? Dax is my friend, you know. He's a good guy, man. German guy, you know, pretty straight, but he's a good guy. DAX is like US 30, but in the European session, right? DAX is the German indice, right? It's like exactly like US 30, but the opposite. What do you guys think of gold? Your previous range is the problem. This range we just tapped here. So this is like kind of your break-even zone. You need to see what happens here now. If it closes back in the range, good. But remember, 30-minute closed inside of this range as well. Do you know if copy trader websites work? They're actually bad. No, they work. I think we switch out GJ for NY for NAS or US 30. Yeah, I've been looking at that. But the problem is you need to trade it during NYSE. You don't trade it during NY. So GJ flipped here. I want to see how this 5 minute is looking. I prefer if this 5 minute here can chill for 3 minutes. See what 1 minute is saying. And I don't know. It's so hard. If it closed up here, it would be such a easier trade, especially in the range here. 25 is not the smallest stops. I mean, yesterday we ran 15 pip stops. We do have enough space, but look at this shit it's doing already. I'm gonna wait for the 5. I'm gonna take that extra confirmation and have this 5-minute candle close above. And then probably actually run tighter stops. Two minutes could be worth it. If it pushes, it pushes. I don't care. Towards end of month, I want to be taking A+ setups. Especially just look at this shit on 4 hour. It really looks bad. Really a bad range. The cool thing is, if we do get a position with good confirmation, can try leave a runner, because if by chance it pushes out the range, I don't know if it will, but it'll be a sick position, you know? DAX, what am I going to do with DAX? I really prefer something closing above the highs here, because otherwise DAX can just get caught in this range and you get chopped up. This is where people fail on DAX, is they try to trade it in the range. There's normally a good trade in the range, but when it's filled the range already, this trade right now potentially to continue or to go down is like a 50-50. Don't really know here. Did you have an issue with capital when you were starting? No, I didn't, because I came from crypto with capital. The idea I started trading was to make more money with the money I was making from crypto. There's actually a podcast. I'm going to link the podcast. You guys should watch the podcast if you're interested in the journey. If you're interested in the journey and to see, this is the link to the podcast. You can watch my podcast. Not mine, but the one I was featured on. I put it in chat. What's your thoughts on this crypto cycle? Is it different? I mean, I don't believe we're in a super cycle. You know, I think 100K was a big one. The next guy on a podcast has all scammers screaming comments. Yeah, I actually spoke to them and told them they need to vet out the people. They need to vet people. It's important long term. I don't know how they find people, but five minutes for this candle also to close back in the range. We'll have 30-minute closing back in the range as well. 5-minute would close back in the range as well. See how GJ is doing. GJ5, look at that, right? This is the difference, man. Like, it could still go, but that's making me uncomfortable. Let's see. Oh, it could close above. We could get the close above. 4 seconds. It's tight. Can we do it? No. We failed. We failed. I can't take that really if I want to follow something with good probabilities, you know? Same gold has no 5-minute structure. I mean, gold is okay. Yeah, you're right. We don't really have. Would be great to see this. Stops on gold, ideally above the previous 15 here, like this. 28 for 49 you have there. Just depends the last 4 minutes what it does. How deep it pushes last 4 minutes. Don't want it to push too deep here. Come on, man. That's nasty. Nasty. Last 3 minutes. Deep push. I guess this close looks good in hindsight now, but long term it's a really bad trade, and I'll show you why. This is the reason why. You have too many negatives against positives. So check this out. And this is what is a bad win compared to a good win. Check this out. So you have price breaking structure here, right? Price broke structure towards the upside. Not only that, we close back inside of the range. So now you have price breaking structure, closing back inside the range. You have 30-minute candle closing back inside the range. You have 1 hour candle closing strong bullish. Okay? Then the only confirmation you have for sells is obviously higher time frame and 1 15-minute candle closing bearish. But the problem with this 15-minute candle closing bearish is where did it close? Back inside of the range. So you don't know. It could liquidity grab here, retest, and make a higher low and continue up before making that actual move down. So what did we need to take sell? We either need this 15-minute candle to close outside the range. We could take an early sell and be cautious of the zone and see what happens. But at least we have the confirmation of it closing outside the range. Or we take the sell back inside of the previous range like the plan was to look for the sells down. That would have been a lot better as well. See, GJ is still just ranging here. Stuck at that resistance. Fully stuck. This is what I was talking about on DAX as well. 50% up, 50% down. Which one it wants to choose. Now it's just going up and down. Messing everyone up, right? Change of structure there. I didn't even see it. Yeah, and like, look, even if you took this trade today, I think you would have had enough to, how much did this push here? Great, 36 for 20. Yeah, it would have been a great trade, enough. But long term, you take the trade, you lose. And the time you lose, there's too many negatives. It's not like there's all positives and one negative. That's fine. Here there's more negatives than positives. You have break of structure, you have closing back in the range, you're buying against a 1 hour bullish candle close. I mean, you're selling against a 1 hour bullish candle close, you're selling against a 30-minute bullish candle close, you're selling back above the range, price didn't even close below the range. The only confirmation you have is higher time frame has been going down over from yesterday to today, and you have one candle closing bearish on 15. It's not the best. Like, probability wise, it's really not the best. And you can see it rejecting now. That rejection could have not happened from this range low, it could have happened from this range. Alright, I'm in GU setup 1 and now I'm at B. Have a look. Let's see GU. GU closed above here. Yeah, that's valid, man. That's valid. B is great spot here. Good job. Good trade. 1 hour close bullish. Yeah, well done. 4 hours saying what? Bearish. Daily time frame bullish. Okay. Just be careful. That daily resistance would be my concern. 5 minute had structure there as well. Look at this shit close on GJ. Full shit close. TP Fratello. TP would be previous range as well. I'd say 1-to-1 is good. Previous range here, or if it can, since it closed below previous range, you would see. I wanted to break the high and see if you can get some continuation. Now with GJ, these type of closes are very sketchy, man. Very sketchy. 30-minute close is good though. 30-minute close is good. 5-minute close is good. I don't know how much I trust GJ, guys. I'm just saying, like, honestly, look at this pullback now. How to trust your X? Well, I'm just not seeing the confirmations that I would want to see. I'm very glad it's doing the pullback first. So if it flips from now, I think it's going to be okay. We'll be okay. Just let's see where this flip happens. I mean, it would have already almost stopped you out if you based your stops on 5-minute stops here. I mean, 15-minute stops. Not 50, yeah, these ones. Look, boom, you're stopped out on 15-minute stops. Based on context, it would be a fake out. If the 15 closed back in, yeah. So like all the guys who took it before early and ran the tighter stops are almost stopped out. Now they're almost stopped out of even the main position here. Like it's looking sketchy as fuck. Like why are we not going up? We're not going down. It's just ranging, man. At some point it might just go, but to time that is gonna be legendary to time that. It's gonna be insane to time this. Trust for Jesus down anyways, it fell off. Yeah. I mean, this is where you be safe, right? And you don't like push your limits and say, this time it will work out. Like, look what the chart is showing you. Is it giving you confidence? Do we see volume? Look at 4 hour. Does 4 hour look good? No, 4 hour looks like shit. Look at 1 hour. Does 1 hour look good? No, it looks like shit. Look at 30 minutes. Does it look good? Yeah, somewhat. 30 minutes starting to look good. But every time we close on a new high, we fail. Close new high, fail. Close new high, fail. Close new high, potentially failing. We're seeing signs of that. So where's my trust coming from? 15 minute now, leaving rejection, closing weak. Only time frame that looks very decent is 5 with the structure and close above. Looks super decent. But what's happened? We're rejecting. That's why it's important to get the close and break of high, because you're protecting yourself from all this drawdown. Like literally, if you just took the candle without breaking the highs and you put your stop loss here, you're stopped out. And people who took the trade before are almost stopped out on even the 15-minute position now. You know, look how close you are to stop, like 5 pips from stop. Oh, almost there, about to hit stop now, right? You know, so this is really a big clutch where we're, by just staying patient, we're missing out on some real BS we could be involved in. And then when I look back at this trade, if I look back at this trade, I can see it's not a great trade. You know, if you look at the 4 hour being shit, look at the 1 hour, you look at how everything is in a range, there's no volume. Not really the best thing to be all happy about and trying to push hard, you know. For gold, I'd love to see this and then close below here for sells, sell back down towards this low here, 5-minute change of structure. That would be gold plan here. Now let's see what DAX is doing. Okay, DAX is trying to wake up a little bit here. Trying to wake up a little bit. Could see DAX break out, it is possible. Bottom wick, yeah, there's no bottom wick, so, but we'd expect a 15 closing above, right? If there's 5-minute structure formed, which there is right now, we would need a 5-minute closing above the 5-minute resistance, not the 15. DAX also failing at highs a lot, it sure is, that's why we would need closures, right? Guys, I'm gonna go trade with the guys in the exclusive. Pretty much the end of the stream. I'm not seeing anything on GJ here yet. Gold needs to form some sort of structure, then we can look for sells. DAX looks like it's cooking, but I'm gonna chill with the guys in the exclusive here. Kind of past 2 hours, I tried to hold stream as long as possible, but I'm not seeing anything set up while the time we stream. So I still do think DAX can set up here if it wants to break out. I think gold can set up here if it wants to create structure. And GJ, I'm really thinking you guys should leave GJ for today. Like, look, that would have stopped you out even on the 15-minute position. So we actually saved so much money today. We avoided taking that GJ trade there, which a lot of people were trying to get in, right? And I really advised against it. And I guess that helped a lot. We also avoided that loss on DAX this morning by buying the highs. It would have been terrible. And, you know, you could end yourself with a really shitty day. I could have taken 2 back-to-back losses today, given back all the profits I made yesterday. And, you know, there's no point of that. You make 2% yesterday, I'm not going to give it back in conditions like this. So, yeah, I'm going to catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. And I appreciate you all showing up and showing some love. Always good to have you guys here. Great lessons as always. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. And good luck in NY. May the pips be with you. And hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. Right, take care and peace. See you guys.